What's up, everybody? This is your boy Ali from Spectre Reviews. So today we'll be reviewing the new A52 4G. So I got this in black color. It's quite rare in the country that I live in, but it's selling like hotcakes, termed as the new mid-range king according to some people in the market. Well, if by the looks of it, looks really good. I mean, if you introduce the whole phone concept, it has got an 8.1 millimeter thickness and looks kind of premium. So when I was walking down the lane, one of the guys just popped up and he was like, "Hey man, what kind of phone is this?" And I was like, "This is a Note 20 Ultra, bro. Want to take it?" And on close inspection, only on close inspection, because of the metal body, the Note 20 Ultra has, and this one has a plastic body, one can notice the difference. Otherwise, this phone is said to be a me flag. You know what a me flag is? Okay, let me tell you. This is the Spectre Reviews official term for the king of the mid-range. That is supposed to be a mid-ranger, which gives you the vibes of being a flagship. So why do I say that? Okay, let's get into it. So basically, you can see the display over here. It's a 1080 Full HD Plus Samsung Super AMOLED signature Samsung display. I mean, the blacks and everything, they're outstanding, they're really good. And the added advantage over here that we have is the 90 hertz display. Super smooth. I mean, come to think of it, you start scrolling around, it's really, really smooth. Butter. I mean, I've used phones in the past, the Chinese phones. They tend to be 120. But the thing is, they're not 120 actually, because there are so many ghost touches going around, and they're really, really bad. But over here, it's, I mean, I didn't see any kind of lags. I didn't see any kind of stutters, any hiccups. This was just too good, buttery smooth. Coming to the build quality of this thing is built entirely out of plastic. So you see at the sides, it looks kind of metal. But on close inspection, on the, like this, if you touch, it's basically plastic. Oh, I just received a new Facebook pop-up notification. Sorry about that. Yeah, and you can see by the touch of this, it's all plastic. But it's really good plastic. I mean, you see not a lot of fingerprints, not a lot of smudges going on over here, really smooth. So I think they've done a tremendous job over here. And you can see the camera housing over here as well. You see triple cameras with another camera, so basically it's a quad camera setup. So over here you've got this 64 megapixel main camera, then you've got a 12 megapixel ultra wide, a 5 megapixel depth, and a 5 megapixel macro camera. And you see a single LED flash over here, no dual tone, nothing. Just keeping it simple, just keeping it awesome for everyone. Getting into the display, it's vibrant, it's smooth, everything is great. Apps, well, apps are smooth as well, up to some extent, in the sense that they open up really well. But the thing is, you'll see a little bit of stutters here and there, but it's all good, it's all taken care of. It's coming from a viewpoint of like $350, $400. This is all good. This is, I mean, I don't care about that stuff. Netflix is really good. I mean, come to think of it, just plays it smoothly. Everything plays in 1080. No lags whatsoever. No glitches. No problems in the UI. Some phones over the past, I've been using a lot of Chinese phones as well. So some of them, they support the 1080 wide 1 L1 certification, but the thing is that they don't support the wide 1 L1 certification and the Prime Video, which is like a turnoff for me, because I've been spending a lot of my bucks on these phones, and at the end of the day, what I see is, glitches. So I don't like glitches. When I'm spending my dough on something, a mid-range, or like I said, a me flag, it's supposed to give me some good value. So talking about value, where do I even start? So 64 megapixel, as I already told you, Another thing is that it has got OIS. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it has got optical image stabilization. So a lot of your videos, they're not gonna look shaky at all. So even when you're, just drifting around doing your party, or, you're just going around Berlin or whatever, you're in the car window and, you see you're making a Snapchat or Instagram, you'll see a lot of things, they turn out shaky. But not with this phone. It's got OIS, and it keeps it, because let me tell you something about OIS for those people who don't know about OIS. It's basically, let's just put it this way, it's an instrument built inside the camera, which is a dedicated stabilizer. So when you have electronic image stabilization, you don't have that kind of instrument. So it's all software gimmick, and they just do it the software way. But over here, it's done from a totally dedicated equipment. So that's like, and this is like this kind of thing. It all only comes in the top flagships. It doesn't really appear in the mid-range section. So that's really good. Okay, let's talk about speed. I know a lot of you gamers out there are really desperate about asking me about the gaming stuff. And well, let me be honest. The games are okay. They're not gonna run on full graphic settings or whatever. I mean, we're talking about COD. If you're playing a lot of Call of Duty, it's gonna play on what you can say, max settings, but max graphics or max frame rates, but not both of those max. So you better keep that in your mind. Added to this, PUBG, it's going to play in HD, no HDR, no Ultra HD, but HD Ultra. So, yeah, it serves the purpose, but, a lot of people, who are comparing these kind of phones with, OnePlus or those kind of phones, it's going to fall behind. But still, it's a decent performer. You're supposed to be a good gamer. It's, the graphics don't matter much. So, this is the whole situation in the gaming department. When it comes to the real camera images, we've got the camera samples right over here, and you can see really good vibrant colors, saturated colors, all going good. Yeah, one thing I noticed in this phone is is the app opening speeds. There's a little stutter, but it's okay. It's okay. Yeah. Otherwise, this is perfect for me. One more thing before we go out, I've got to tell you, is the overall Android experience. So basically, this is running on Android 11 right out of the box. It's really good, and Samsung says that they're going to support the updates for 3 consecutive years, 3 or 2. I'm not sure about that, but 3 consecutive years. That's what I've heard. That's really good because in the past the Pixel phones and the Google phones, they used to do this, but now Samsung is on the top of their game, and they're nailing it with this one. Coming from a value point of view, this phone is gonna rock because it has got all the features of a flagship. It has got OIS. It has got waterproofing. Yeah, one more thing I forgot to mention. This is a waterproof phone, folks. You'll see some images over here and some videos that we're doing some waterproofing tests. This is a completely reliable waterproof phone. That's it. There, I said it. It's completely reliable. It's not like those phones where you just have this IP rating and you're afraid of putting it in underwater a lot of the times. It's not gonna float. It's gonna sink in, and it's gonna remain there, and it's gonna come out unscathed. So, don't worry about the waterproofing stuff. It's all certified. It's IP67. Yeah, so overall verdict. This phone is a champion. The problems, not a lot of problems. The only problem that I faced with this phone was the sloppy fingerprint reader. It takes a little bit of time. You can see over here. Yeah, it takes like, I don't know, 2 seconds. It's not slow. It's not fast. It's in the me flag category. So it's reliable. It's good. Talking about the face reading, fast. fast. Yeah, not that fast, but fast. Yeah. So there you have it. This is the overall A52 over here. I'm glad that you were tuning up.